What is up, everybody? Today I'm going to be doing a high-level quick overview here of the Carnage Omnibus. I just got this baby in the mail today. Very excited for it, and so I'm going to show you guys what it's all about. So first up, here's the cover to the Carnage Omnibus. Awesome Clayton Crane art. Then you have the spine here, which I absolutely love. I've always said I love the Marvel character designs on the bottom, but that one takes the cake. That one's really, really awesome. Now, it does say Maximum Carnage on the back, but don't be fooled. Maximum Carnage is not in this collection. I'll kind of get into that here in a little bit. But more Clayton Crane art on the back. And then what it does collect is Venom Carnage, Venom vs. Carnage 1 through 4, Carnage from 2010 1 through 5, Carnage USA 1 through 5, Minimum Carnage Alpha and Omega, Scarlet Spider 10 to 11, Venom 26-27, Superior Carnage 1 through 5 and Annual number 1, Deadpool vs. Carnage 1 through 4, Axis Carnage 1 through 3, Nova 26-27, got some cosmic in there, Carnage from the 2015 run 1 through 16, and then some material from the all-new, all-different point 1. So you have Peter Milligan, Zeb Wells, Colin Bunn, Chris Yost, Jerry Dugan, Jerry Conway, Clayton Crane on art, Riley Brown, who's an amazing guy. Really like Riley Brown a lot. Declan Shalvey. I mean, come on. You've got Mike Perkins. You got so many great names on this book. Cover price on this book is $125 US, $158 Canadian. I know if you ordered it off of IST last week, it was $62.50 plus any discounts you may have had. I believe now, if you missed out on that, it's jumped up to $67.50 on IST, something like that. But it's still cheaper than Amazon. I think Amazon was like at $112 last I looked, which was earlier today. So still cheaper than Amazon. So open this bad boy up. That's what you have on the inside of the dust jackets there. Show you the other inside of the dust jacket here. And this book lays open so nicely. It's really, really nice. It is a sewn binding. Really, really nice there. Love that Clayton Crane art. That's so awesome. All right, so now let's take the dust jacket off here. And what is that? Oh, that's right. That's the exact same artwork that's on the dust jacket. Now, as much as I love Clayton Crane's art, I think it's amazing, it's gorgeous, a huge fan of his. However, I do think that Marvel could have gotten a little creative with the design of the book. I mean, once again, oh, what is this? It's the same cover as the dust jacket. I create custom binds a lot and things, and I like it when my dust jacket and my cover are two completely different things. It's kind of like a surprise when you take the dust jacket off. I really like that. Apparently Marvel doesn't, because they do not do that with a lot of their books. They do on a few, but not very many, especially nowadays. So there's the Carnage bind. What is this? Oh, once again, exact same thing as the dust jacket. So let's get the dust jacket out of the way here. All right. So opening this bad boy up, you do have a really nice title page there that I like. Now, some people were talking about the font on this. They weren't fans of the font. I personally really like it. I think it fits well. I don't see anything wrong with it. Once again, some really cool art in here as well, and then everything that it collects. So while you guys are kind of looking this over, I'll explain a little bit about the Maximum Carnage. So Maximum Carnage is the 90s run, 14 issues from the 90s. A lot of people think that it doesn't hold up to what it once did back in the 90s. A lot of people say, you know, I read it as a kid, I've reread it recently. It's not very good. I disagree. I have read it within the last couple of years. While it is not groundbreaking and amazing, I still think it's a really good read, especially for a 90s book. And I think that some things that people tend to forget as they look at, you know, some of the writing that happens nowadays, and they try to compare it to 90s was just a whole different universe. Even from the Bronze Age 80s, you know, 90s was a very different. The 70s and 80s were very different from 90s, right? Like 90s is like its own thing. It should just be its own section of comics. It's just titled 90s. It was a lot different then. So for what it was in the 90s, I personally really enjoyed it. Now, the reason why it's not in this book is a lot of people are thinking that maybe it's just because it's not that good, it's not going to sell. I personally am hoping for a Michelinie Volume 3, which would cover Michelinie Bagley. Considering I have all the other ASM books, I would really love it if they did a Michelinie Bagley one, and hopefully it would be in that book if it, if it were. So I'm just going to flip through here some pictures while I'm talking. But yeah, me personally, I would really hope that it would be in that book. It would also do well. It's 14 issues. It would also do well as an oversized hardcover. We've never seen it. I don't know why. It's just pure speculation, but I'm really hoping that it's because they're going to include it into Michelinie Bagley Volume 3, and they don't want people, double dipping. So fingers crossed that we get that, and it will be included in there. This is basically all of the new, 2010 to 2015 Carnage, okay? So this isn't none of the 90s classic Carnage, so don't get confused, even though it did say Maximum Carnage on the back. Maximum Carnage is not included. But as you flip through it, you can see that it lays really nicely. I've stretched the spine once, maybe twice. I think we're 50, 60 pages in, and it's laying, very, very nicely. Sewn binding. Nice headbands and tailbands there. The red and white works well for Carnage. I'll show you guys the eye hole here once we kind of get to the halfway point of the book. Pages feel really nice. They're not overly thick like the old Marvel. They're standard new Marvel paper, but not like the Vision oversized hardcover paper. Oh, I forgot all about that. Now, as far as the content of this Omni, I've read about 95% of it, and it's great. I really, really like it. I think it's a lot of fun. I've read a lot of those Carnage miniseries. It is not meant for children. There is a parental advisory on the back. And why? Well, because he goes around just murdering fools left and right. But overall, really solid book, really great read, really awesome art. I strongly suggest if you've been on the fence about this to grab it. Like I said, the reading's great. You can't go wrong. The art's incredible. It's a really well done book, really well put together. As you can see, we're about halfway through. It's laying perfectly flat. Not much of an eye hole, a little bit, not a whole lot though. But yeah, it's just such an incredible read. I'm afraid I'm gonna give away spoilers or something, so I'm trying to go through this kind of fast. I don't want anybody to be like, oh, what the hell? There are a little bit of extras in the back. Nothing real big. Just a few extras in the back. It's not amazing or overwhelming or anything like that. Just some really kind of cool artwork, really, is what it is. Some conception work and, things like that. Some Glenn Fabry cover art, which I love Glenn Fabry. That dude's stellar. Just some of the cover concepts here. And then just a little letter to the fans from Mike Perkins and Jerry Conway. So there you have it. The Carnage Omnibus in a nutshell. Stay tuned for some more. We're going to be dropping some more Omnis. For me personally, probably spider-related Omnis. That's all I've been getting lately. But yeah, stay tuned for more stuff. We got a lot of things upcoming. We are also 12 subscribers away from hitting 2,000. So please help share the love. Tell your friends. We would love to hit that 2,000 mark. I think we're talking if we hit around 2,500. Maybe we wouldn't do it before 2,500. We'll see. But we're actually going to be doing a giveaway. Giving away some books. Nothing like out of print or out crazy, but just some books from our collection that we think are great and want other people to have. And so stay tuned for that as well. Please comment, like, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. Let us know what you guys think. And until next time, the power is yours.